Bob Bianchi is a host with Law and Crime Network, and he's a former head prosecutor for Morris County, New Jersey. He joins us now. Bob, good morning. And talk about Chris Watts. He initially told police that Shyann killed the girls, then he killed her. What's your reaction hearing this new information now?
I've been a homicide prosecutor for most of my career, and I got to be honest with you, this is a special kind of guy. I mean, it's not unusual to say, where are they? Oh, my God, what happened? But he actually points the finger at the mother when he was the one that was the person who actually did this. And Shyann, something that's shocking to me is that I probably prosecuted over a dozen cases where children witnessed the murder of one of their parents. But this is the singular one in which this individual decides to kill them so they can't be witnesses against him. I got to be honest, when I saw the sentencing with the family getting up there, the victim impact testimony, it's got to be one of the most horrific murders I've ever covered.
And you see, the photos on social media and this life that they lived, the, girls calling their father a hero. It just doesn't seem to add up. The attorney for Shyann Watts' family, though, she also told Dr. Phil about, new information that he said where Bella was when all this was happening. Take a listen to this clip.
Bella did not witness the actual killing of her mother, Shyann. It was not until Chris was in the process of trying to dispose of Shyan's body, essentially wrapping her up in the sheet. While he was doing that, Bella walked in and asked, "What are you doing with Mommy?"
She knew something was wrong because...
She's 4. Well, we've been told she's quite smart, was quite smart. And knew something likely was up. And what he said was that Mommy is sick and we need to take her to the hospital to make her better.
Wow. After hearing that, is there anything that prosecutors can do with this type of information? Could they reopen the case, change his sentence? Because, obviously he's serving back-to-back sentences here. So what else could they do?
Well, Shyann, I've been very critical of the prosecutors with regard to the fact that they took this out of the death penalty and offered him this plea with the heinous murder of 3 people, basically wiping out all these beautiful people, and they never demanded a full debrief of the defendant in order or in exchange for that plea bargain. And I felt that that was a really bad thing to do because you're not giving the family closure and you're allowing revelations like this to come out, we believe, afterwards. I'm not sure if the cops knew this beforehand, but if they didn't, which is the data that we're getting, and they're finding out afterwards, well, shame on them if, in fact, those are the facts. But there's really nothing more that can be done legally. He has pled guilty. He has been sentenced, and that is the end of this case criminally.
It's a story that just becomes more and more devastating as more details come out. Bob Bianchi, thank you so much.
My pleasure.